Is it working now? Okay. Where is it? Cannot see anything. Look at that. Fancy. Is it working? Wow. Cool. So I don't know if this is going to work. Anyway, I should try to look at it, right? Super fast and see what happens. Okay. Let's see. Probably looks really dumb. Maybe I shouldn't use my camera, right? Because it doesn't make any sense. But at the same time, yes, it's just fine. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Probando. Sí, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it looks really ugly, actually. Okay, what if I stop the camera? Let me see. This one. Yes. So okay. Now should be just fine, right? Okay. It's not bad. Okay. I guess it's just this is funny because actually I don't know if it's a good idea to do this, so I'm just guessing. But hopefully it's gonna work. I'm gonna use my earphones so I can do this better. And let's see. Let's just do it, right? Okay. So, all right. So, hey guys, welcome to this video. Bienvenidos a este video. Pues hoy vamos a corregir algunas cosas de hellotalk, algunas entradas. Today we're going to kind of try to fix some of the entries that I can see in hellotalk. I'm so sorry if I am doing something wrong here. I'm not trying to call out anybody. This is just, this is just to me, it's at least this is just like an exercise for people. Like if you're learning English, o si tú estás aprendiendo español, I guess this is just gonna be perfect. So look at this first one. Buenas noches. Alguien para hablar español. Just in case that you don't know, of course, this is super easy to guess. So I'm gonna type it here. So he says, buenas noches. Oh, hold on. I need to, yeah, that's fine. Buenas noches. So this expression means good evening. It's funny because I think that sometimes if you are a Spanish speaker, probably you already know that you can say good night, but good night, it doesn't stand uh, Oh yeah, actually, sorry. No, I was wrong. Good night is buenas noches. So good night, buenas noches. Sometimes I think it also means good evening, buenas noches. So yeah, just I think that if you're a speaker, an English speaker, probably you should know that buenas noches would stand for good evening or good night. So even if you're not going to sleep and you're just like walking with let's say that this is your friend and you guys are walking in the city and all of a sudden you see another person walking with you, you can just it's I don't know 7 p.m. You can just say buenas noches. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're about to sleep. It means that people is wishing you a good night. So basically, buenas, of course, it means good. Noches, night. So buenas noches. By the way, noche, it's a feminine word. I know. So it's a feminine word, and that's therefore we say buenas. So it's funny because some people have no some people have asked me like, why do you just say one night, buena noche? Of course, in English, it makes more sense because you can say good night. So you are using only, or you're just referring to one night. But in Spanish, it doesn't work like that. We never say buena noche. We just say buenas noches as plural. So yeah, just that. So buenas noches. Uh-huh. Let's see. Do I have any comments or anything? You can comment on here. So I hope it's okay. So let's move on with the next one. So he said alguien para hablar español. So here, oh, sorry, alguien, oops, alguien para hablar, hablar español. Oh, so it's funny. I know that if you come from another country, if you don't live in Latin America, probably your phone doesn't have this sign, but normally we would put it if you want to be super like correct and you want to do it. Is we call it una exclamación, and this is called signo de admiración. I'm just gonna write it super fast right here, just for you to know. This is called um, signo de admiración. Sorry for that. So actually we have two. So we call them signos de admiración. So it's like admiration sign. I don't know how to say that in English actually. So anyway, signo de admiración. So I think he's trying to say here that he wants someone to speak Spanish. And it's pretty clear. I would say that this person, Mohammed, is just fine. Alguien para. So the word alguien means someone. Alguien para, someone, for, to. It depends on the way you want to say it. Alguien para hablar, someone to talk, hablar español, or someone to speak Spanish. Alguien para hablar español. Yeah, so to me, I know that some people might think like, oh, this is like not perfect. It has many mistakes, but to me, communication is over grammar always, because if you can communicate then you can do many things. So Mr. Mohammed or Mohammed, I don't know how to say that. Well done, great job. So let's keep moving. um Oh, this is a good one, actually. Mr. Jeffrey Brown. I'm sorry again if for some reason this is disrespectful for some people. Just let me know and I'll delete it as soon as possible. But so far, let's continue and see if this is useful for you guys. Um, okay, so hold on. Let me just go here a little bit super fast because I want to know if it's working. Okay, it's working. It's working. Nice. So, okay. So, um, like I was saying, Mr. Jeffrey Brown, he wrote this thing, and we're gonna kind of like break it down, right? To see. So the first part, he says, "Necesito ayuda." Here it is. Necesito ayuda. So of course this is, sorry for that, necesito, I need, oops, I need, necesito, ayuda, help, right? So necesito ayuda. The next expression, he says, encontrando música esponal. Oh, what is that? Necesito ayuda encontrando. I guess doesn't make sense. Encontrando música esponal. So I don't know exactly what that means, to be honest. Esponal. I don't know. Esponal. So maybe we can see something here. Oh, maybe it's a type of type of move, that type of, or kind of like a kind of genre that I don't know. Okay, many things here, but yeah. So esponal, I have no idea what that means, to be honest. But there's a little mistake in my opinion here. I might be wrong because I would say, and I'm sorry for this, but this is something that you can say in Spanish, um, but it's grammatically incorrect. And I would say that personally, I wouldn't use it. So I think that Jeffrey, he's trying to say, I need help finding. Necesito ayuda encontrando. So this would be the perfect translation from English to Spanish. Necesito ayuda encontrando. Finding, right? So oh, let's just do it super fast. Finding. So necesito, oops, oh, stay there. Necesito ayuda encontrando música esponal. So, like I said, in English, I think it makes a lot of sense if you say I need help finding something, but in Spanish it doesn't work like that. So, despite the fact that I don't know what does esponal mean, this is incorrect. So, this might be a common mistake, I think, in English to say necesito ayuda encontrando. So, an option to fix this, I would say necesito ayuda para. So normally the word, I'm gonna type it here so you can see. So I would say necesito. Let me check if two people is watching. Okay, nice. Necesito ayuda para. So this is kind of like the key word if you want. So most of the time, if you just want to say, I mean, not most of the time, if you want to just say, I need help in general, and that's the end of your sentence, that's fine. You can say, necesito ayuda. But if you want to specify what you're doing, or I mean, you want to specify what kind of help you want, then I think the key word would be para. So I think that if you want to translate that into English, I would say that this is like, I need help for or to, if that makes sense. But of course, I think that, I mean, I'm not a native speaker, so I don't know exactly, but I feel like you guys don't say that in English. Necesito, I mean, I need help for or to. So, or unless, yeah, maybe there are some options there, but I'm not quite sure. Um, so, hold on 1 second. So I was saying the best way for me to fix this would be just adding necesito ayuda para, and then instead of saying finding, encontrando, we just say para encontrar. Oh, sorry. Para encontrar. And then you can, of course, finish your sentence. So as you can see here, I would say that this one is incorrect. I wouldn't say necesito ayuda encontrando música or whatever you're saying. I would say necesito ayuda para. In this case, Mr. Jeffrey, I would say necesito ayuda para encontrar música espanol. Alright, so I hope that makes sense. What else? Let's keep looking here. Prefiero mi música lento y con letras que puedo entender. So, okay, there are other mistakes there, but just like, let's keep moving and see if there's something else that we can, okay, here, there's another one. Mr. Jeremy, if one day you watch this video, I'm so sorry for this. I'm not trying to call you out. I'm just trying to teach some Spanish. So here, Mr. Jeremy starts his entry saying, si hay gente, hold on, okay, just a little bit more. Si hay gente, si hay gente, puertorriqueños. Puertorriqueños. Here, puertorriqueños. Okay, so here we go. Si hay gente puertorriqueños. That is the first part of his entry. And it's interesting because, first of all, Mr. Jeremy, you got an I when you were writing this word, puertorriqueños. It's perfect, and it's a complicated word. So that's a good one. But I don't know if you guys how to pronounce it. I'm just gonna split it into syllables so you can know how to pronounce this one. So I would just say puer. Oh, hold on. I think I prefer to do this. Okay. So puerto rique puertorriqueños. It's a difficult one, right? Puertorriqueños, puertorriqueños, puertorriqueños. Okay, but okay, Mr. Jeremy, that was a good one. The only problem is when you try to say, so I feel like he wanted to say if there's Puerto Rican people. So the first problem here is that the word gente, this word right here, gente, it's a feminine word. So we say la gente. I'm gonna type it right here. La gente. La gente. Okay, so because this is a feminine word, normally you have to continue talking in feminine in your sentence, at least in this one. So puertorriqueños stands for Puerto Rican people in general, or man, masculine. So it's funny because here gente is the noun, right? So I'm gonna put it here. So gente is the noun, right? So the word puertorriqueños in this case has to be the the adjective. If that's is that the word you say? Adjetivo, adjective. Well, normally el adjetivo, the adjective, describes the noun, right? So because la gente is a feminine noun, the adjective has to be feminine too. So the first thing that we could fix right here, and probably something that you're thinking right now, is to use the word puertorriqueñas, which is not bad. So instead of saying puertorriqueños, probably we can just add here puertorriqueñas. Now it makes sense. You're using a feminine noun with a feminine adjective. But the next problem and the final problem is that gente, even though it sounds like many people, you're talking about many people, the word itself, it's not in plural, it's a singular word. So that means that we have to change the adjective too. Instead of saying puertorriqueñas, I would say puertorriqueña. So at the end of this one, the correct way to say this would be si hay gente puertorriqueña. Okay, so here we go. Mr. Jeremy, you were so close, but this one is not correct. This one is the correct one. Okay, so there's nobody watching. I'm so lonely. I hope my wife is not watching this. Okay, I think we should do one more, right? We should do one more. Okay, let's keep looking at this thing. This is a good one. I like this one, definitely. Okay, so let me just look at this. I'm gonna make sure that you can see it. So, okay. Let's delete this one. Okay, so here, Mr. Damien, he's showing a really nice pozole. To be honest, I'm not really good at Mexican food, even though I was born there and I'm a Mexican and I'm Mexican. Unfortunately, I'm not really big into food, but pozole it's a really, really traditional food. or it's a traditional meal in Mexico. So yeah, pozole. So let's write what he wrote. So he put nada. Okay, hold on 1 second here. So it's nada como un pozole. Como un pozole. Yeah, so that's it. The first thing that I want to mention, it's not really important to be honest. It's just like dumb stuff. But still, I think that I would add a dot here to end the the sentence, and yeah, that'll be all. So okay, if you don't know what he's trying to say, which actually, well, first of all, the sentence is just perfect. The grammar is perfect, like I just said. So let's just break it down. So the word nada, probably you already know this one, but in case you don't, the word nada stands for nothing. So we say nada, nothing, nada, nada, nada. So that's nothing. The next one is the word como. So we already have nada, nada, como. So in this case, como, of course, if you don't know this word, would be like. Oh. Nada, como. Like, probably you already know what he was trying to say by just looking at these two words. Nothing like, nada como, pa, pa, pam, nada como. Then we have un, which is a or en, nada como un, a, nothing like a, nada como un, and finally the word pozole. The stress is in the second syllable, pozole. So here we go, pozole. So just for you to remember, the stress would be in this syllable, pozole. I don't know if you guys have tried pozole. I wouldn't call it my favorite. I'm gonna take the risk and open the picture. So as you can see, there are some ingredients, strange ingredients in this picture. The first thing that I can see. Oh, by the way, going back to my point before I continue describing this food, Mr. Who was this one? Well, Mr. Someone, your expression is perfect. So basically, he's saying there's nothing like pozole. There's nothing like this meal. Nada como un pozole. And you can use this expression, of course, if you want to show your food to others. All right. So nada como un pozole. Great. What's next? Oh yeah, so I was gonna describe the food right here. So the first thing that I can see, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but I'm gonna like zoom the image so you can see it. So these little white things, I don't know, let me try to draw it for you in case that you cannot see it. So they look like kind of like this, and there's like a red line. So those things are called rábanos. I think in English would be radish. So we call them rábanos. The stress is in the first syllable. Rábanos. And actually you can see this little, I don't know how to call it, comma. I don't know, here, right here. And yeah, of course, this is rábanos. So when you want to make pozole, definitely you need rábanos in your recipe in order to make him. I think they are just like completely raw. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I'm not really good at Mexican cuisine. So, okay, the next thing that I can see, I forgot the word for that in English, but basically it's like this thing. It's like ah, we have this at we have this in our refrigerator. Looks like actually it's a big thing. It's like, how do you call this thing? I just forgot. Huh. It's funny. I'm having trouble when trying to say words in Spanish. That's really sad. Let me think. Probably I can find it super fast here. Let me see if I can find it here. So that would be how to como prepara pozole. How to make or how to cook pozole. And let's see there's I'm cheating. I'm cheating right now. Oh, okay. So here it is. Blah 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 blah. Hey, where are the ingredients? No, go away. Go away. Leave me alone. Uh-huh. No, there's no way to know. Uh, uh, Okay, I feel like I'm gonna find it. So don't worry. I got this. Here it is. This is so funny. Okay, so this is called lechuga. I think I'm right. So okay, yes, I'm pretty sure this is lechuga. I think some people would call it romanita. So if you're I don't know if you're Mexican or Latin American, please correct me. I feel so embarrassed, but I would say that this is lechuga. Some people, I'm pretty sure that some people would call it romanita. How do you call this thing, by the way? I don't know in English. Let me see. Here, I don't know if you can see it, but here are the rábanos right here. Uh-huh. So I guess that's my best. Lechuga. Okay. Oh, sorry. No, I think I lost the connection with my phone. Okay, it's there. So let's go back. Oh, I lost the current uh, um, posting I was looking at. Anyway, I think that I'm gonna finish this one. I hope that is interesting or even yeah, just interesting for you. And I'm gonna try to keep doing these things from time to time, trying to teach you something new. And if you know how to make pozole, please just teach me because I just failed super bad. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, and see you in the next episode.